Happy New Year! This might be awful, but I'm going for it. I have had an amazing 2014 and I have spent the year promising that I'm going to start video blogging or vlogging. I dabbled, I did a few, you may or may not have seen them, a couple of advice posts, and I thought I would start the year as I mean to go on and start videoing a little bit more than just waffling on my laptop. So obviously I still blog at missuflay.com quite religiously. I'm a little bit addicted, but I thought I'd put myself on YouTube and start sharing some of my adventures and ideas. So I've been visiting some amazing places over the last year, which you may have seen. I've stayed in penthouse apartments. I've been on a gorgeous weekend away in Bath very recently. I went on an afternoon tea Christmas tour around London with Keith and Co at afternoontea.co.uk, which was amazing. I've just spent a week in Cornwall, a week in Norfolk for New Year. And I've got some very big and exciting adventures for this year coming up. So all in all, it's been pretty darn awesome. However, and I'm kicking myself for not doing it, I haven't been making much video. I've been taking a lot of photos. I've been practicing my geekery, as you may have seen on some of the social media channels. I've been playing with some jumping poses. And trying to make myself look like I'm floating in the air with some lovely scenery behind me. So yeah, so you'll see plenty more fun and games this year, with one very exciting project in the pipeline, which I can't tell you much more about right now. Excuse me. But you'll find out very, very soon. So if you're a blogger, a social media addict or a wannabe blogger, get excited and watch me very closely. So today I've been feeling pretty rotten. I've had a really bad cold. I think we all have. I've got a really sore throat, really bad cough. I thought I would dress myself up a bit, put my winter jumper on, cosy up in bed. I'm sat here editing my photos at the moment from the last few months. I'm putting my selfie stick away for a little while. I've been using it for a little project I've been working on with Hot Point at the BBC Good Food Show. I met some amazing chefs and worked with them throughout November. It's a little bit broken, so I might need to get a new one at some point. Boo. So, to carry on the fun, I have put out on my social media today that anyone can ask me anything, and I will try my best to answer their questions. I've seen a few bloggers do it. I love the idea. I've never done it myself, so I thought I'd give it a go. And I've had some really random questions, so I'm just going to go for it. So first of all, Anthony Gray, you're awesome. Hey Joe, hope you're well. I read your blog on Bath yesterday and I'm going to Longleat Centre Parks with my wife. Dawn wants to stay in Bath on the way back. My question is, did you see the other Travelodge hotel? It's nearby but without the parking issues. Anthony, good old Travelodge. They were really good, but I only had time for one Travelodge whilst I was in Bath. So no, I didn't see it. Is it a motorway services maybe? So I should imagine there will be no parking issues. If not, drop me a line and I've got a contact. We can find out a bit more information. Hope that helps. I don't know. Pina, hotel recommendations in Norwich. Good old Norwich. I've been exploring it quite a bit recently. Going to a gig at the waterfront and looking for something nice close by. Ooh, Pina, which gig are you going to? Tell me. Hotels. If you want something quite nice, I would say try the St Giles Hotel on St Giles Street, I believe. Yeah, St Giles House Hotel. I've popped in and had a nosy. Haven't stayed there, but it does look very nice. The hotel that I have stayed in Norwich is the Premier Inn. It does its job. On Duke Street, which is very central, very easy to walk back and forth to the waterfront from there. And you've got some amazing pubs and Biddy's Tea Room as well, just around the corner from that hotel. So I would park there. There's a car park next door to it if you're driving, so it's perfect. My new bearded friend has asked me where I'd most like to visit in the UK that I haven't been to before. I would say Edinburgh, definitely, and Dorset, after maybe a bit of a conversation about that the other day. And he also asked me what I'd like for my birthday. I haven't even thought about my birthday. It's in April. I may well be on an epic holiday around that time, so surprise me with something very romantic and lovely. That would be great. And what is the best place for coffee in South Norfolk? Haven't really explored South Norfolk as much as I should, but Goody's Farm Shop is a good bet, and they do really good pies that you can take away. And there is a few other coffee shops that look quite good, but I haven't checked out yet, so that's next on my list. Susie, did I find Blogcademy useful? Yes, Blogcademy London in July last year was amazing. It was run by Gala Darling, Kat Williams and Shauna Hayder from Nubby Twiglet. They're all bloggers. They are so inspiring. It was 2 days, the sweltering heat in a loft apartment in Shoreditch. We sweated if we had nuts, we sweated them off. But made some amazing friends. The networking was fantastic. I have a book this thick, full of notes, which I'm still going through, especially for this new project that I'm planning. The Blogcademy advice is essential for what I'm doing. So if you get a chance to go to Blogcademy, go, no question about it. Just be prepared to be overloaded with information. It's very overwhelming, and the day I got back, I just zombified. I sat on the sofa and stared into space and didn't know what to do. It was just a real bump back down to the ground, and I wasn't expecting to feel that way. So if you do go, be wary of that. But I don't think that's a bad thing. Inspiration has been amazing, and I've just noticed they're planning an online Blogcademy, so you can do it in your pyjamas on your sofa. So I'd probably say the only thing with that is you won't get to network potentially with other bloggers. So, and that was a big part of it for me. And she also asked, Susie Smith, what are the absolute don'ts for blogs? I mean, there's no real rules, official rules for bloggers. I know you see a lot of things, you read a lot of things, you hear a lot of things. Just do what's right for you. My advice would be yourself. Don't say anything you wouldn't say to your mum or to your friends or to anybody's face. So don't go and be a keyboard warrior if you wouldn't say it to someone verbally. And don't ever do anything that you don't believe in. If a product or a service or a venue asks you to work with them in any way and it doesn't work alongside your blog or your beliefs, don't do it. It's not worth it, and your readers can tell. Claire Adams asks me, what are the best suggestions for daytime first date venues in Cambridge? Now, my bearded friend tells me that if I say anything that I haven't taken him to, he might start to get worried. When I had my first daytime date with him very recently, it was in October, so we still had the sunshine. We went to the Botanic Gardens for a really nice walk. We sat on a bench, we chatted, there was nobody really around, so it was just really chilled. We then went to Hills Road. I took him to the cinema. We saw Maze Runner, which was the biggest disappointment of a film ever, but we're still having a good laugh about that even now. And then we walked into town, so showed him the sights, showed him some of the colleges, went to the mill, to the pub, got a drink, sat outside, laughed at a few punters on the punts, getting it wrong. You've got to do that. And then I would say go to Smokeworks maybe if you're a meat eater. It's quite informal, good food, quite chilled, really quirky. Maybe finish off with a pint at the pint shop. That was my initial plan in October, but Smokeworks were really busy. It was a Saturday night, you can't book. There was a 2-hour wait, so we ended up having quite a few drinks at the pint shop. I'd also say a really cool place to go would maybe be during the day, Cambridge Brew House, if you're into your beers. It's a really, really quirky place and it's really good food. Sometimes they do film nights and stuff there as well, so it's definitely worth having a look. I've also been asked what 3 items could I not travel without. Again, thanks to my bearded friend. He's telling me one of them must be a certain bearded friend, so that's obviously the first thing I wouldn't travel without. Also my hair straighteners. I cannot travel without my straighteners, and I would also say my phone, which is terrible, but I use it for a lot of my photography as well, so I hook up on my social media and do all my photographic geekery through my phone, so, and the charger to go with it, if I'm allowed 4 things. What else have we got? So Kat at Tea Time Treatery. Hey Kat. She's asking how I'm planning for the year ahead. I'm not. I haven't planned anything. I am totally winging it. So ask me again in a month's time, maybe. And what are my favourite apps? At the moment, my favourite apps are Instagram. I am loving Instagram. Not so much Facebook or Twitter, although I do use it. But one of my newest favourite apps, actually, I've got 2. It's Party, which is a great photo app, like a photo booth style app that we found through Blogcademy. But also, as I'm starting to enjoy real ale, real beers, there's an app called Untapped, which is TAPPD, I think. And when you go to a pub or try a new beer, you can actually log it with the brewery and where you had it and a bit of photo geekery, and actually it's a great social network for beer drinkers. So if you like your tipple, then check it out. It's a really cool app. I think that's answered everyone's questions. So I'm going to leave you here, come back in February with another Ask Me blog post, and next time I'm off on my travels, expect to see a little bit more video. But also follow me. I'm on Twitter and Instagram at Miss Sue Flay, Facebook at Miss Flay, and you can follow my blog, obviously, where I'm also still waffling at www.misssueflay.com. Thanks. See you soon.